On Thursday evening, Donald Trump gave an interview to Fox News host Laura Ingraham where he continued to lie about the January 6th insurrection and what his supporters actually did. In the past, Donald Trump had described this as nothing more than just a love fest. Well, apparently he wants to ride that same talking point because now, in addition to saying it was a love fest and that his supporters, of course, did nothing wrong, he said in the interview that his supporters were, and this is a direct quote from him, hugging and kissing police officers. That's what happened, folks. They broke into the Capitol because they wanted to hug and kiss these police officers. Now, if we're just going to, entertain his theory real quick, let's not forget that we're still in the middle of a pandemic, as we were on January 6th. So breaking into a building to hug and kiss people, probably a really bad idea with coronavirus the way it is. But more importantly, that's literally the opposite of what happened. They didn't hug and kiss them, they pushed and shoved them. I know some of the officers, sure, they got selfies with the insurrectionists because they support them, but other officers not so lucky, including Officer Sicknick, who's dead because of the insurrectionists. Details a little murky about what actually happened to him, what hit him, what killed him, but we do know that it was the insurrectionists, so there's that. They didn't hug and kiss the police officers, they murdered one of them. They weren't in there showing love, they weren't completely harmless, as Trump also claimed in the interview. He said nobody was in danger. Some of them broke in there with the intent to kill Vice President Mike Pence. Your Vice President, Donald. They wanted to kill him. They were looking for him. And Fox News just let him say it. They just let it go all out there. They didn't care that this was one of the most easily refutable lies that the former president of the United States has ever told. And that's what's so sickening about this. Fox News knows what happened. Everybody knows what happened there. We all saw it. We were all glued to our televisions as these events were unfolding. It was disgusting, and it was because of Donald Trump. These are his people. This is what they represent. This is what they want to do. They were a threat. They were dangerous. And hundreds of them are now facing federal charges that may even include sedition. Some of them could end up locked up for the rest of their lives. And Trump goes on Fox News and says, gee whiz. They were just coming in to love and hug and kiss on all those beautiful police officers, and they didn't mean anybody any harm. Yeah, what about zip tie guy? Right? Walking around with those zip tie handcuffs. What was he going to do with those? I guess he just wanted to restrain people a bit so he could hug and kiss them. Maybe he's into that. I don't know. But I'm willing to bet it wasn't going to be hugging and kissing that he actually wanted to do. These individuals were sick, they were deranged, and they were encouraged by Donald Trump and everyone else who spoke at that ridiculous Stop the Steal rally that morning. They are responsible for what happened, and that's why Fox News is trying to let Donald Trump rehab his image and try to rewrite history of what actually happened that day.